all right, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, all right. So I want to know, is Gojo a permanent legend after this episode or not?
Yeah. How could he not be? Oh my god. What? This was like this was like on another level of just I don't know, like I don't know why. I guess maybe because the character like looks like Kakashi, so I felt like I kept like relating him to him, but I was just like, no, I can't even do this. He's on another fucking
Yeah,
level.
we're
like
beyond Kakashi.
like it's just like you like no, like Kakashi needs to be compared to him from now on.
Yes.
Like this is not what I thought was going to happen.
Well, what did you think
I
was going to happen, and then what did you actually witness?
I thought that it was going to be like a battle where he would have to like, pay attention but not like, completely wash the guy. Like basically he's going to be like, "All right, this is a special grade. These are like the big bads that are coming for us for this arc. Let me pay attention and give them some attention and like, read the enemy." And it basically from the jump was just like, I don't give a fuck about you.
No. No.
He literally was playing with the guy. And I just there was we've seen this in anime before where it's like, oh, he's so strong, he's just playing with the guy, he's fucking around with him, ha ha ha. This one though, like I got like a menacing vibe from Gojo where I was like, he is taking pleasure in doing this shit right now. Like he enjoys torturing these motherfuckers. And I don't know where that comes from, and we might find out, we might not. But I just noticed a whole bunch of creepy smiles by him, and I was like, this is not he doesn't care. Like he knew he was gonna win from the jump anyways. And then he went back and got Yuji.
Yes.
And then I was like,
He just
wait.
teleported. He was like, all right.
Yeah, and then he's like,
nigga.
"Oh, we warped. We warped here." And I was like, "Oh my god, this nigga can warp." And I was like, not even just like fast movement, like he can just fucking warp. And honestly, I thought it was really cool how like the curse was just like that motherfucker told me, and I didn't believe him, and I might die. Like, I might die right now. Like, holy shit. Like, what the fuck? The one scene that like took me the fuck out is when he was like curling his hands, like his fingers.
Oh
And
yeah, he was like sensually,
oh, yeah, the sexual
sensually
tone.
curling
He
his
was
hands.
like, oh, and then he proceeded to hold his arm and beat him like a rag doll in the air. And I was just like, yo, this is so good. Also, just like, of course, Mappa, like, there were a lot of just like gorgeous shots. Even the fire.
Yeah,
At
even the
very
CGI
beginning.
looked really good.
Yes, I was like, I did. It was just fucking phenomenal. Like, we're on episode 7 and we already got some shit like this. I don't even know what the fuck is gonna happen now.
Yeah,
Like,
so like I will repeat this until this series stops airing or whatever, but like Jujutsu Kaisen fixes so many of the problems that are introduced by good ideas in other shonen manga and series. It takes good ideas that do have their flaws and then just fixes the flaw. So it's just a good idea. Satoru Gojo is not the kindly teacher. He's not the team leader.
nope,
He's not
nope,
he's
nope.
not really even like, the happy-go-lucky mentor with like a dark heart. He's just the final boss. That's it. He's the final boss of the entire world. They make this very clear in the beginning. Even in the last episode where it's like
That everyone can't beat him.
yeah, like he is beyond, like in terms of power. He's just beyond everybody and everything.
So
Go ahead.
I just tried to like comprehend because he was trying to explain his power and he was like infinity. And then I was like, okay, so infinity, like the barrier. So I was like, do you have a void barrier? But I was like, but wait, homeboy's blood was just like splattering around him. Like it didn't just like disappear into darkness. And then when he went into, which, oh my God, I was like, is this a reality marble? Are we in Fate? I was like, what's happening?
I mean, yeah, like all the domains are basically reality marbles, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and I thought for a second, I was like, oh my God, wouldn't it be crazy if he can like make a domain inside his domain? And he was like, yeah, I'm about to make a domain inside it. And I was like, here we go. Alrighty.
So I don't think it's a spoiler to actually like talk about some of these abilities now that they've been described and shown, in their more or less in their entirety in the show. So the thing about Satoru Gojo, which I think, makes him one of the most intriguing characters, in and overpowered characters in any series, is that his ability is actually in two parts. So the first is what you saw animated, which is the infinity, and the other one is
Wait a second. Is the second part going to be explained during a boss fight?
No, they work together. So the part that we're at right now, where he explains infinity, like it's not these powers. Infinity is the important power. The second power that he has just how he's able to use it. So he showed one of them, which is red. That's what he showed in this episode.
Yeah.
And so the concept behind the infinity power is that it's a reality warping ability where if you take any physical space, he can infinitely divide that space. So what that basically means is what he explained in the show, is that you can't touch him if he doesn't want you to touch him, because it's like being at the event horizon of a black hole. Like time, you are technically moving forward towards a point, but the space that you have to travel in order to get to the, each second more, the space grows infinitely large, such that as far as you're concerned, your perception, you're just standing still forever. And so that's part of the reason why Gojo is such a fucking monster, because there is no one who can harm him. It is a true perfect defense, because nothing will touch him that he doesn't want to touch him.
Jesus.
Period. End of discussion. There is no way around it. There's no clever workaround. No, if he doesn't want you to get anywhere near him or touch him or do any damage, and we saw it a bunch of times this episode where Jogo would go for the one hit KO, and he'd be like, I got that nigga, I got him, and then it's like, what? And then Gojo would probably like, what did I just tell you? You can't touch me. Nothing you do is ever going to touch me. So
the way that they did it though, because I kind of expected, I was like, because in the beginning, even with the first episode, he was fucking around with Sukuna, and I was like, wouldn't it be wild if just this entire fight, he just was just chilling,
right,
and nothing. And I was like, wait a second, he's literally coming out of this whole fight unscathed,
right? So then you have that piece, right? So he can't be touched, can't be, harmed in any way, interacted with in any way he doesn't want to. Then you see his domain expansion, and it is, I don't know if you recall, from Bleach, the poison dude. Why am I forgetting? The captain.
Oh yeah, the poison captain.
Right. So he had poison that would make you feel like you were dying for 1,000,000 years.
Yeah.
Right. His domain expansion is so fucking insane. It basically just so in physics, there's this idea that everything in the world, everything in the physical reality is just information. So the location of every atom is the universe is just represented that way as information. We see and perceive a little bit of it, but whatever. Gojo's ability basically takes your brain and then connects it to the full and complete information of the entire universe at once. So what that means is you can see everything, but you can see so much, you can see into the future, you can see into the past, you can see the position of every physical thing that exists everywhere, but it's so much information that no mind can take it in, and so your brain collapses in on itself and you die.
Yeah, nah.
And he has more curse power than anybody on Earth. So it's the only way.
He already hinted that he was Yuji could become more powerful than he could.
This is what I'm saying. So like, and that's what makes everything he talked about in the last 2 episodes actually, again, we're talking about fixing characters. So he's OP as fuck, right? And he knows he's OP as fuck, and everyone else knows he's OP as fuck. So normally in a situation like this, a character would be like, either I'm a good guy for no reason, so like I'm not gonna use my power for selfish ends because I am good, and that good people do not do that. Or he would just be the Archbishop of Sin, and it'd be like, I can do whatever the fuck I want, and no one can touch me. And he raises a very clear philosophical point, which is he wants to change the world, and he knows that he personally is powerful enough to make some of the to do that. But the kind of change that he wants to make is one that can't be gotten through direct force. He has to change society, and the only way to change society is to get people to agree with the things that he wants to do sincerely, and then those people had to be empowered to join him as equals to make that change. Otherwise it'll get rejected, which is actually a fantastic lesson, given everything that we're dealing with right now. And also in Asian societies, they're much more collectivist than Western societies, which are more individualist. So this is a straight up like philosophy primer, right? This character, the things that motivate him are not his abilities that you put on paper, it's his philosophy. And what's the number one rule about shonen? All of the conflicts, all the fights are just the resolution of characters with differing philosophies. So when you have Jogo show up and he says, well, his whole spiel about curses are the real humans and, wants to overthrow the human world and blah, blah, blah. And it just sort of, it's not just generic bad guy, I want to take over the world. It's based on a particular philosophy that then clashes with the people around him, which said even you could have OP characters show up that make light work of this nigga like it ain't no thing. But but if he wins, if whoever wins, it's a triumph of their way of thinking, not just who they are. That's what the best shonen is really all about. The best action movies are really all about. The best drama is really all about. And so that's what I mean by in this series they fix problems with good ideas that are like very standard in the field. Because you could always make a Kakashi. It's very easy, right?
To make a Kakashi clone.
It's very easy to do, right? Give him some cool techniques, cover up his face, hint that maybe. But also, you notice that they did.
Also, we got a face reveal,
right? Because again, it's the taking off the mask is getting serious. It's not like you're supposed to be in suspense for 80 years about what this nigga looks like. He's fucking gorgeous. He's gorgeous right now. Like, let the stands have fun.
That was another thing. I was like, of course he's a fucking pretty boy. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? Of course you're a pretty boy that's extremely overpowered with creepy blue eyes.
Right. And then now you don't have to like tease anybody about anything. It's like if you ever watch old school wrestling where the nigga pulls down the arm strap like he's serious, it's time to fight for real. Like you can have that be at moments that come up later where he's like, oh, now we about to get the real shit because he took his eye mask off. Like it's about to get on and popping like legit. And you can sell all the fucking statues you want and all the fucking dojin authors who want to like throw him into BL scenes and whatever the fuck else. You got his face.
Oh, I legit was just like, I'm surprised I have not seen this on the circuit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why fuck around? Yeah. Like, why fuck around? You've got it now. Like, go have at it. It just adds to the value of that, of the IP. Like, it's there. So this is one of my favorite. I think this is my favorite episode because first of all, niggas got handled in this episode. Like that's.
Oh my god, it was so disrespectful.
We got more story. We got great animation. We got an extended fight scene. We got cool powers and abilities. We got the face reveal. We got a lot of time to spend with the best character in the series.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck else do you want? What do you want?
I mean, even the people that I know that are like hate watching it, they've basically been like, all right, that shit was good. I'm like, yeah.
Who the fuck is hate watching this show?
Oh my god, so many people. I know several people who are. And I'm just like, why do you do this? This is stupid. Shouldn't you just go watch like Housewives or some shit like that? Like, at least you can hate those people in real life. Like, this is not. Anyways, I'm not gonna rant on that.
Well, look, I have a very personal connection with all of the shows that I've hate watched in the past. We already know this, so I can at least explain where it comes from. But I have a feeling that anyone who's at that point with Jujutsu Kaisen is just doing that because they don't like things that are popular. That's it. Because I can't think of another reason to spend your time watching a show this good and being upset about it.
Hate. Oh well.